Welcome back to V-Roll. Remember, once we get to 6,000 subscribers, I'm giving away this 3-pack blister of Evolving Skies along with 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. All you got to do is be a part of the channel and take those extra steps. You need to like, comment down below, and then subscribe to the channel. It's really that simple, but make sure you're doing everything necessary, and that means you need to go over to this video here and leave an additional like and comment so you are officially entered to win once we reach that 6,000 subscriber mark for that big giveaway. Today is Sunday, and it's our Sunday slip. Let's dive in. Taking a look at sealed and single cards here, going down in price lately. Nothing super aggressive going down, but also I don't see a whole lot aggressively going up. We're kind of in this stagnation of the market for the Pokemon card market. I know when things go live on Pokemon Center or you see a listing available, if anything pops up in any stores, it's sold out near instantly still. The queue systems are getting better. There are people going out and trying to get up all this product still, but it's not as crazy as it has been in the past few months. And I think we have a little light at the end of this tunnel because there is some promise here. Some things like this Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collection that was going for about $250 before it ever came out, and like crazy prices, of course, but like it was sitting around $250 for a while, and now we're kind of leveling off to almost the $200 mark at $201. Not horrible for the state of the hobby and specifically Prismatic Evolutions. However, you know, when this retails at $90, another 110 on it, yikes, that's a little much for me here. Greninja Star, the Gold Star out of Celebrations. This was a promo for Celebrations that came in the ETBs, and it seemed like they were everywhere, you know, crazy. Just, you could get them in an unlimited amount, and there was a small price to pay for a long time. I mean, if we take it back really far here, $1.50, $2, these were really inexpensive. And then it started climbing up here to level out, and then we had this crazy, ridiculous spike. Going from what was like an $8 up to a $26 spike. Ridiculous. So it's only a few weeks out here, but we're starting to see that recovery because obviously that spike was not a new norm. It was just an anomaly, a shift in the market. I don't know if there's a market manipulation trying to push it out there and get the price rising up there so people can sell them off at this because the crazy amount we're selling, like these were going out of style or something. And there's still going to be another 500 available on TCG Player alone, not to mention eBay and OfferUp and Facebook and all the other places you can find cards online. There's so many out there, but we're sitting around $18 on this one. I think you should wait for that to cool down even further. Charizard X out of 151, coming down from a nice high point not too long ago, but we're sitting around 180 on this card here. Okay, I think that's fair given the fact that it's a chase card out of this set, but I'm still seeing posts for 151 being available on shelves. Not easy to get a hold of, but it does exist. Surging Sparks Booster Box coming down from that 250 mark not too long ago, but kind of a weird fluctuation in the price lately. So I don't know what we're going to see. It looks like it's trying to bounce in this downward trajectory, but we'll have to see. Kind of down, pop back up like we overshot it, and then really far down again. Now we're popping back up. I don't know. This little stair stepping is in the right direction ultimately, but a little volatile right now. I'd probably step aside on Surging Sparks if you're interested in that set and just wait it out a little bit, give it some time, so there's a little bit more structure to that one as far as the market's concerned. Cynthia's Garchomp out of Destined Rivals here, it really climbed and climbed, and then it was kind of peaking for a while, and now we're just starting to see a little bit of a turning point coming down here. 218 on this one. I think easily we should see this more at like 150, but you know, I can't predict the future if it's going to go that route or not, and we're at 218 on market, so we'll have to see. Time will tell. Prismatic Evolutions, again, everybody wanted this set. The pull rates are terrible, so if you get anything, it's like mind-blowing to get a pull of any value, and the fact of the matter is, it is the EV set. Now, I think the Chinese market does a little bit better job with an all-evolution set. This is what Prismatic Evolutions could have been, and it could have had much better pull rates. They could have done Crown Zenith kind of pull rates. I mean, it just would have been nice to see a set that everyone could enjoy, abundantly printed, and, you know, having great hits along the way. It just seems like we're really fighting these bad hit rates over and over and over again with these sets, and it's kind of pulling a lot of the fun out of the hobby, and Pokemon's kind of taking advantage of the fact that the market's crazy and people will buy it no matter what, but I don't know. If it's not fun, it's not going to last at this crazy boom this high for very much longer here. Anywho, on the Prismatic Evolution surprise box here, We're down to $50. We were kind of floating around in a funk there in the 75 range, but yeah, we're down to that $50 mark. Okay, for 4 packs, still ridiculous. Absolutely. 12.5 bucks per pack, but you have the dividers. Nobody really cares about that. But you have the promo, and that right there is going to be the best bet to get some return for that investment on this one, especially the Umbreon. Still holding is pretty solid at a decent price. Blastoise EX out of 151. Is this the number 2? I think it's the number 2, or it's kind of split with that and Venusaur. But we're down to, I mean, not an all-time low, but definitely a recent low for this one since, what was it? Geez, October of last year. And now we're getting down to $62 on the market. So some listings are even better than that. So there is hope that some of these could be more obtainable. If you have a 151 master set like I do that you have to complete, keep an eye out. There might be some cards that you can fill in at a much more reasonable price given the recent months that we've seen on that set. Lily's Clefairy out of EX out of Journey Together here. It's just been a pretty steady decline for this one here. We're down to 130 on here. And Latas EX from Surging Sparks, the number 2 card behind the Pikachu EX, we are down to 153. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that this one has come down. I haven't even noticed in quite a while here, but it's been on a downward slope for the long haul, the better part of this entire year, it looks like. And just following that release, 153 bucks. That's reasonable given the card, the Pokemon, the artwork, all of that coming together. It's kind of getting to a little bit more manageable price for something that's a bigger hit like that. Ethan's Typhlosion, latest set, Destined Rivals. And not for long, we got Black and White coming out again. Black Bolt and White Flare. We're at $38 on this one. For an illustration rare, it's still a lot to be putting into it, coming in the $40 mark or close to it. However, it's reasonable for this one. It's a cool artwork. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of action, a little emotion showing to it. So kind of a fun card there. Surging Sparks Booster Bundle. Just getting packs at all is very difficult these days. And we're sitting around $48 now. Okay, yeah, 44. Oh my gosh, this thing can't make its mind. 44 over here, 42 over there. Lowest listing is going to be 48. I don't know what's going on with this one. It's under 50. Let's call it that. Let's call it under 50. But again, just off the recent really big spike, and it looked like that was an unnatural growth there. So pretty volatile on these booster bundles here. But this is still not a very old set, which means a lot of reprints over and over throughout the next year or so. We could still see these things coming online here on the market. So I wouldn't get too crazy on stuff like this unless you're looking to get it and open it now and you want it, fine. Do what you got to do. But keep hunting for those MSRP deals for packs to open and find alternatives. I've been opening a lot more Japanese lately just because it has a better opening experience, and you end up getting a little bit better price point considering where Japanese market's at versus the English market. But 44, let's call it on this one, given the listing here for the graph on the Surging Sparks booster bundle. Last but not least, and pretty recent one here, Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX box here. So this one is 4 packs, a couple promos. Well, I guess it's one promo, and then a couple other like alternate hollow patterns or something, the jumbo card. You shouldn't be going crazy on these. Retail, I think it's $21.99 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below if you got the right price on that one. But $22 is what I paid for it from Target. And I picked up 2 of them because they came up kind of randomly, wasn't expecting it, came up, saw it, fine, I'll go for it. So I picked up 2 of them. And I was able to get them, which was fantastic. And now, even after this crazy price coming down, it's still sitting at like $34. The reason I picked these up, and I don't pick up a lot of things these days just because hard to get a hold of, and I'd rather put my attention on the products that I really like. The reason I picked it up is because it has, Team Rocket to it. It has Mewtwo. It's got a cool color scheme. I think not soon, not next year, maybe 3-5 years from now, this will actually be a much better investment piece because of the popularity of Mewtwo and Team Rocket's Mewtwo being a big part of it there. So I think that'll hold up long term. A couple good packs in there. So I think it might be a worthy pickup if you can get it at a reasonable price. It's fairly new, so be on the lookout and see if that's an option for your collecting journey. I took a week off. I didn't plan on it, but things happened, and I'm just trying to jump back in like nothing changed. So I'm going to keep going, try to post 7 days a week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.